video, I will unbox and with the help of Mr. Dan Diggins, try out the Enigmatic 82 overdrive special amp pedal. This is basically a Dumble amp in a pedal. What's a Dumble, you ask? Well, here's Gurn to explain.
Howard Alexander Dumble commenced his modifications of Fender Tweed and Blackface amplifiers in 1963. Before reaching the age of 21, he was employed by Mosrite in Santa Cruz to create a specialized line of amplifiers for the Ventures. By the late 1970s, Dumble was engaged in the modification and construction of high-gain amplifiers, similar to the practices of Randall Smith of Mesa Boogie and others. He dedicated himself to achieving the finest sound possible, even crafting his own speaker cabinets by hand. As a result, his amplifiers earned a stellar reputation and became highly coveted among professional musicians. Although Howard Dumble participated in some interviews and advertisements during the 1980s, he remained relatively unknown, even within the professional music community. For example, Carlos Santana only became aware of Dumble in connection with Stevie Ray Vaughan in the late 1990s. After being loaned an amplifier that was not for sale, Santana became hooked for life. He later reached out to Howard Dumble, successfully purchasing a used amplifier and arranging for its refurbishment.
So what comes in the box? First, you got the pedal. You have some instructions here, information. There's no power supply included. I don't know if it takes batteries or not, but there's 4 screws to find out. Like a lot of the United Audio stuff is very solid metal casing, toggle switches that do multiple different things. That's it. That's our unboxing.
So we're here with the Enigmatic. Actually, it's more than just an overdrive pedal. Simulates the Dumble amplifiers, which I've personally never heard a Dumble amp. I've heard of them. They're pretty hard to get, pretty rare, pretty vintage, and they're pretty expensive. Anywhere from they can be upwards from $100,000 to $300,000. Like people like Carlos Santana, Joe Bonamassa have those amps. But this is apparently simulates that amp in a pedal. So,
just under 600 bucks.
600, yeah. That's quite a bit for a pedal, but for somebody that really wants what you get in a Dumble amplifier, this will probably do it. Well, that's a pretty neat overdrive sound right there. That's a what we have here is, if I just go with these tone buttons, bass, middle, treble, at 12 o'clock, and turn the volumes down and the overdrive down. Well, I can turn that overdrive right off. So I've got a cleaner sound. Which is pretty nice. And then turn up some overdrive. The volume is kind of the volume of the overdrive, and then we've got the overdrive level, which is there. Pretty beefy sound. And this is the output of the pedal itself, like the actual output to the amp or whatever we're going into. Then there's a cabinet switch here, which switches from, well, around here there's 3 different types of cabinets. Now there are a lot of presets on this pedal which model, I guess, whatever different types of Dumble amplifiers there are, and I really don't know how many that is. But to access the presets, you switch this button to Alt, which activates volume, overdrive, output, bass, middle, and treble. And then you can change those to whatever you want, and then once you take this button and hold it down, you see that preset button flash, and it means it's saved that preset.
If you haven't already and you like this video and want to see more, Please hit the subscribe, notification bell, the like, dislike, tell a friend, watch another video.
So if I go back to here, which is the pedal itself, and I'm back to the preset, it's back to that preset that I set there. So, I mean, how many different ways can you set presets? Quite a lot. I imagine you could tailor that to quite a few different sounds. Once you download the app that comes with this pedal, I believe you can access, well, you can see what presets you've got saved and then switch back and forth between the presets. That's about as far as I can go with this pedal today, but for somebody that's interested in the Dumble amps and getting that sound from a modeling pedal, I think this would be a good deal.
I want to know what you think of this pedal. Leave it in the comments below. I want to give a shout out to Central Music for loaning us the Enigmatic pedal for review. Well, that's it for this video. As always, go out and see a live band. Be good to each other, and until next time.